Advice for elderly men: understanding the silent signals of your body. They say death begins in the heart, but for many men over 60, the decline begins in a place that's often too personal to talk about: your penis. Yes, you read that right. When blood flow starts to falter, it's not just your manhood at risk. It's a glaring sign of something deeper, something more serious. This is not an exaggeration. Poor circulation, weak flow, fatigue, these are silent, gradual warnings of an impending health collapse that's often brushed aside. But here's the truth no one tells you: your body still wants to fight back. You just need to give it the right tools. I'm Dr. Jonathan Prescott, a men's health expert with over 30 years of experience in urology, specializing in helping older men restore vitality, performance, and confidence. The approach I'm about to share with you isn't just theory. It's natural, scientifically proven, and shockingly simple. Many men over 60 don't realize this one paradox. Some of the most effective weapons against aging, erectile decline, and sluggish blood flow are sitting right in your local grocery store, specifically in the produce aisle. I'm talking about fruit. Not just any fruit, but 3 specific kinds that, when used properly, can boost circulation, support kidney function, and reignite your intimacy from the inside out. These fruits aren't just healthy snacks, they are nature's medicine. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal what these fruits are, how they work together to restore your health, and the most common mistake men make when eating them. I'll also share the exact plan to reboot your circulation in just 7 days. So stick with me, because what you're about to learn could change everything.
Red grapes, your first line of defense. Let's start with the first fruit, red grapes. These little powerhouses may be small, but they pack a punch when it comes to improving circulation and boosting your overall vitality. In fact, red grapes might just be your most powerful ally in the fight against poor blood flow, low energy, and declining performance after 60. I still remember the first time I saw the data on red grapes and their incredible benefits. It was a quiet afternoon in the clinic, and I had a 72-year-old patient. Let's call him Bill. Bill, a retired Navy veteran, sat across from me with a look of frustration. "Doc, things just aren't working like they used to," he said. Not talking about his joints or his heart, but about his circulation, where it matters most. We ran his tests, and while his cholesterol and blood pressure were a little high, there were no major red flags. But he couldn't ignore how sluggish his circulation had become. His energy was low, and intimacy felt like a distant memory. The problem wasn't just physical, it was affecting his whole life. Here's the thing that many doctors miss. Your penis is like a window into your vascular health. When blood isn't flowing well there, it's often a sign that it's not flowing well elsewhere either. That's when I told Bill about red grapes. Red grapes are rich in a natural compound called resveratrol, which lives in the skin of the grape. This compound has an extraordinary ability to relax your blood vessels, support nitric oxide production, and help open up your arteries, key for strong and lasting circulation. And it's not just about intimacy. This process fuels blood flow to your heart, brain, and all your vital organs. When Bill started eating a handful of red grapes each morning, sometimes with breakfast and sometimes as a snack, he noticed a difference within 2 weeks. He felt more energy during the day. His mood lifted, and yes, he noticed improvements in his intimacy as well. That's the power of using food the right way, not just for taste, but for healing. Red grapes are nature's way of helping older men get their flow back. They're easy to find, easy to enjoy, and incredibly effective when used intentionally. But red grapes aren't the only fruit you need to pay attention to if you want to optimize your health. If you're over 60 and not thinking about cranberries, you might be silently damaging your kidneys, and that's holding you back from the strength and stamina you deserve. Let's dive into the next fruit, cranberries.
Cranberries, the kidney guardian. Now let's talk about cranberries, the unsung heroes for your kidney health. Many men don't realize just how much their kidneys influence their overall vitality.
But when your kidneys aren't functioning at their best, it can lead to sluggish circulation, low energy, and even a decline in your performance. This was the case with Walter, a 68-year-old retired teacher I once treated. Walter had a sharp mind and a warm smile, but he was constantly tired, drained, to the point where he said, "I feel like half the man I used to be." We ran tests to check the usual suspects: testosterone, sleep patterns, stress levels. But what really surprised him was the culprit we uncovered: his kidneys. You see, your kidneys do far more than just filter waste and help you pee. They play a critical role in regulating blood pressure and filtering your blood. When your kidneys aren't working properly, everything slows down: blood flow, energy, even your performance. If your kidneys are struggling, it's time to pay attention. That's where cranberries come in. Most people associate cranberries with urinary tract health, but these little fruits have much more to offer. Packed with proanthocyanidins, cranberries are powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation, support kidney function, and help cleanse the urinary tract. These benefits ensure that your kidneys are doing their job effectively, which in turn supports your circulation and energy levels. When I recommended Walter add a small glass of unsweetened cranberry juice to his morning routine and a sprinkle of dried cranberries to his lunch, the results didn't take long to show. Within weeks, he noticed he was getting up less at night to use the bathroom, his energy improved, and his legs felt lighter. For the first time in a long while, he told me his mornings were starting to feel normal again. The kidneys work silently, and most men don't realize they're failing until it's too late. That's why supporting your kidneys early, before any real problems show up, is one of the smartest things a man over 60 can do. And cranberries are a delicious, simple way to give your kidneys the support they need. But what if you want more than just kidney protection? What if you want to reignite passion, revive desire, and feel connected to your partner once again? That's where cherries come in. An unexpected fruit with powerful benefits that go beyond just circulation. Let's explore the next game changer: cherries.
Cherries, the intimacy booster. Let's move on to the third fruit, cherries, particularly tart cherries. This is where things get interesting, because cherries aren't just about boosting your circulation. They're about restoring something deeper: intimacy, connection, and the spark that so many men over 60 think they've lost forever. I'll never forget a conversation I had with a 74-year-old gentleman named George. George was a retired engineer who sat down in my office and with a quiet sigh said, "Doc, I don't need to feel like I'm 25 again. I just want to feel close to my wife again. I miss that part of me." That hit me hard, because as a doctor, I treat the body, but as a man, I understand how intimacy is about more than just physical performance. It's about connection, confidence, and being emotionally present. When I saw the genuine longing in George's eyes, I knew exactly what he needed: cherries. Cherries, especially tart cherries, are one of nature's most underrated gifts for men's health. They're packed with anthocyanins, powerful plant compounds that reduce inflammation in blood vessels and support healthy circulation, especially where it counts the most, in moments of intimacy. But what makes cherries even more special is their ability to support your brain as well. Cherries help increase dopamine, the feel-good chemical that governs desire, motivation, and emotional bonding. That's why men who've added tart cherry juice to their evening routine often notice more than just firmer, more reliable erections. They also report feeling more emotionally available, more connected, and more alive in their relationships. One of my patients, Jack, told me that after incorporating tart cherries into his diet, he not only felt more present during intimacy, but he also slept better and had more energy throughout the day. Another patient, Tim, jokingly called them his marriage fruit, and when I heard that, I knew we were onto something. And there's more. Cherries also support better sleep by increasing melatonin, which is essential for restoring hormonal balance overnight. Better sleep means better mood, better energy, and yes, better intimacy. It's all connected. So if you've been feeling disconnected, less driven, or just not like yourself in the intimacy department, don't underestimate what a daily dose of cherries can do. They're small, sweet, and surprisingly powerful when it comes to rekindling that spark. But here's the key takeaway. Each of these fruits, red grapes, cranberries, and cherries, are amazing on their own. But when you combine them, something magical happens. It's not just addition, it's synergy. Let me explain why combining these three fruits works even better than eating them separately.
Why these three fruits work better together. Now let's talk about the synergy that happens when you combine red grapes, cranberries, and cherries. Individually, each fruit has its own powerful health benefits, but when you eat them together, they amplify each other's effects in a way that can truly transform your health. This isn't just a case of addition, it's a case of synergy. I remember a conversation I had with a fellow doctor, someone I deeply respect. He once said to me, "Nature rarely works in isolation. Real healing comes from synergy." At the time, I didn't fully understand it, but over the years, I began to see what he meant, especially when it came to certain foods. Red grapes, cranberries, and cherries are a perfect example of this. Here's why they work better together. Red grapes. These fruits are rich in resveratrol, a compound that helps to relax your blood vessels and boost nitric oxide production. This opens up your arteries and promotes stronger circulation, not just in your intimacy zone, but throughout your entire body. The flow that starts there is the same flow that nourishes your heart, brain, and overall vitality. Cranberries. They're not just good for your urinary health, they're powerful kidney protectors. Cranberries contain proanthocyanidins, which support kidney function, help cleanse the urinary tract, and maintain a clean, well-balanced blood system. Healthy kidneys mean better filtration, better circulation, and more energy. Cherries. These tiny fruits pack a punch when it comes to reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and even boosting dopamine levels. This helps your body not only feel physically stronger, but emotionally more connected. Cherries also boost melatonin production, helping you sleep better, recover faster, and restore your energy. When you combine all three, something remarkable happens. The flow of blood throughout your body improves. Your circulation becomes smoother, more efficient, and less sluggish. Your kidneys are working better, which means your body is filtering blood more effectively, and you're feeling more energized. The cherries bring a spark of desire back into your relationships, not just physically, but emotionally. It's like giving your body a fresh start, a reboot. Over time, I've seen firsthand how this three-fruit approach has unlocked a new level of vitality in older men. I've had patients tell me that after using this combination consistently, they began walking taller, sleeping better, and smiling more. It's not about trying to recapture your youth. It's about reconnecting with a new version of yourself, one that's healthier, more energetic, and more present in all aspects of life. But there's one critical mistake I see men make when trying to incorporate these fruits into their diet. A mistake that could be holding you back from experiencing the full benefits. Let me show you how to avoid it and unlock the full potential of these powerful fruits.
The number one mistake most men make with fruits. Now, let's address the number one mistake most men make when trying to incorporate these powerful fruits into their diet. I see this all the time, and it's something that can completely undermine your efforts to restore your circulation and improve your vitality. The biggest mistake isn't that men aren't eating the right fruits, it's how they're eating them.
And let me tell you, this mistake is more common than you think. One of the most frequent errors is eating processed fruit. A lot of men grab fruit from a can, drenched in syrup or filled with added sugars, thinking they're doing something healthy. Or they drink cranberry juice, packed with artificial sweeteners and preservatives. This doesn't count as healing, it's sabotage. The sugars and chemicals in these processed fruits interfere with the body's ability to absorb the beneficial compounds that make these fruits so powerful. Another common mistake is timing. Many men eat fruit at the wrong times, either after a heavy meal or late at night when their digestive system is sluggish. Fruit needs to be eaten at specific times to maximize its benefits. Eating it with a big, greasy breakfast or right before bed can actually slow down its absorption. Here's what I recommend. Fruit needs to be eaten fresh or frozen with minimal additives. The best way to consume these fruits is on an empty stomach or in between meals. This allows your body to fully absorb the vitamins, antioxidants, and blood-boosting compounds that are inside. When I explained this to Bill, a patient in his early 60s who was frustrated that his energy hadn't improved despite eating the right fruits, I showed him how to time his intake. Grapes in the morning, cranberries in the afternoon, and cherries at night. I also advised him to pair them with clean, light meals and to stay away from overly processed or sugary foods. The results were incredible. Within weeks, Bill was feeling more energetic, his circulation improved, and he felt the sluggishness that had plagued him for years slowly fade away. His body was finally absorbing the fruits in the right way, and he began to see real change. So remember, if you're going to use nature's medicine, treat it with respect. Consistency, timing, and choosing the right form of the fruit are crucial to getting the results you want. Now that you know how to avoid the most common mistakes, let's talk about how you can actually implement this into your routine in a simple, effective way. I've created a 7-day circulation reboot plan specifically designed for men over 60. It's not a diet or cleanse, just a practical and easy-to-follow plan to get your blood flowing better in just a week. Let's walk through it together, step by step. Your 7-day circulation reboot plan. I've found that most men over 60 don't need more information. They need a simple, actionable plan, something that's easy to follow and doesn't require overthinking. A practical guide that helps you get your blood flowing, your energy back, and your body working for you again. That's exactly what this 7-day circulation reboot plan is all about. It's not a diet, it's not a cleanse. It's a gentle shift in how you fuel your body, designed to support your circulation where it matters most, especially down there. Here's how you can implement this plan. Day 1. Start strong with red grapes. Morning. Begin your day with a handful of fresh red grapes. These should be the first thing your body receives. Red grapes are rich in resveratrol, which helps relax your blood vessels and improve your circulation. Eating them on an empty stomach gives your body the best chance to absorb all their benefits. Mid-morning, drink a glass of water with a squeeze of lemon or cucumber to keep your body hydrated. Lunch and dinner, keep meals light and clean. Try to focus on lean proteins like chicken or fish and leafy greens to support overall health. Day 2. Cranberries for kidney health. Morning. Have a small glass of unsweetened cranberry juice or a handful of dried cranberries with no added sugar. Cranberries help protect your kidneys, which play a critical role in regulating your circulation. Eating cranberries mid-morning helps support kidney function and keeps your blood clean. Afternoon, stay hydrated with 6 to 8 cups of water throughout the day. Drink more water if you feel thirsty. Dinner. Focus on fiber-rich foods like vegetables, quinoa, or sweet potatoes to keep your digestion on track. Day 3. Cherries to boost intimacy. Evening. About an hour before bed, enjoy a small bowl of tart cherries. You can have them fresh or frozen. Alternatively, you can use tart cherry concentrate mixed with water. Cherries increase melatonin levels, helping you get a restful night's sleep. They also reduce inflammation and improve your circulation, especially in your intimate areas. During the day, continue drinking plenty of water and keep meals balanced with healthy fats like avocado or olive oil to support overall health. Day 4. Combining all 3 fruits. Now that you've started incorporating each of these fruits individually, let's put them together. Try this combo. Morning, start with red grapes. Midday, follow it up with cranberries, either juice or dried, unsweetened. Evening, finish with tart cherries before bed. Day 5. Continue the routine. By this point, you may begin to notice subtle changes. Maybe your energy levels are a little higher, your legs feel lighter, or you're sleeping more soundly. These early wins are a sign that your circulation is improving and your body is responding well to the fruits. Day 6. Focus on consistency. Stay consistent with the fruit timing and pair it with clean meals. Avoid processed foods or sugary snacks that can derail your progress. Make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Aim for 6 to 8 cups and consider adding a pinch of sea salt to balance electrolytes if you're feeling a bit sluggish. You should start feeling better, more energized, and less weighed down. Your circulation is beginning to get a solid foundation and your kidneys are working at their best. Day 7. Reflect on the progress. On the final day of the reboot, take a moment to reflect on how your body feels. Many men report feeling more energetic, clear-headed, and connected to their loved ones after a full week of following this plan. Your circulation will have significantly improved, and you may notice stronger erections, better sleep, and increased overall vitality. Don't expect perfection in 7 days. True healing takes time. But if you've stuck with the plan, you've laid a solid foundation for your body to rebuild its strength.
Now, let's talk about what happens after a full 30 days of consistency. You may be wondering, what's next? Well, this is where the magic happens. By the time you hit the 30-day mark, the changes become more noticeable. For example, energy. Many men start waking up feeling more refreshed with less brain fog in the mornings. Circulation. Blood flow improves across the entire body and not just in intimate areas. Your heart, your legs, and your brain are all benefiting from the increased circulation. Confidence. With better circulation comes better performance, both in and out of the bedroom. You'll feel more confident, both physically and emotionally. Intimacy. Men report feeling more connected and emotionally available to their partners. The intimacy is deeper and the spark is reignited. I remember one of my patients, Frank, a 70-year-old retired construction worker, who told me, "Doc, I didn't think fruit could do this much." Frank was sleeping better, his energy levels were up, and he was feeling more connected with his wife than he had in years. This is the power of consistency. The fruits are working together to improve blood flow, kidney function, sleep quality, and even emotional intimacy. When you give your body the right tools, it will respond in ways you didn't expect.
Maintaining the momentum, a lifestyle that lasts. The next step is all about sustainability. Now that you've seen what 30 days can do, the question is, how do you keep it going? Here's the key. It's about lifestyle. Continue the fruit regimen. Red grapes in the morning, cranberries midday, and cherries at night.
Stay consistent with hydration. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Maintain a clean, balanced diet. Focus on whole foods and avoid processed junk. Exercise. Gentle movement like walking or stretching can keep your circulation flowing and your body in balance. When you make these fruits a regular part of your routine, the benefits keep building, and before you know it, your vitality will be restored. You'll walk taller, feel more confident, and start enjoying life more fully, no longer held back by sluggish circulation or fading energy. Thank you for sticking with me on this journey. If you've made it this far, I'm proud of you for taking control of your health and well-being. This isn't just a 7-day or 30-day fix. It's a lifestyle choice. Your body wants to heal. It wants to be strong, and it wants to connect. You just need to give it the right tools. If this plan resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below. Share your experiences or let me know how you're feeling after trying the Reboot plan. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to share it with a friend, a brother, or someone you care about. Your health is your power. Let's protect it together.